Alright guys, today I'm going to be making a video about clear timing covers. I'm going to go over some do's and don'ts and show you guys how to install them and how to protect them, what they're best used for and what they're not best used for. So this video is much needed as we've been getting a lot of feedback on clear timing covers and how to protect them, install them, and all these things. So I figured it'd be good to just make a video of me going and showing how to install them and what precautions need to be taken to keep them looking good and where not to use them. So I've got a set of timing covers here, fresh out of the box on the table here. So I'm gonna go show you guys these. So this is a set of our PRERacing clear timing covers for the EJ25. This particular set is for the dual AVCS engine. We actually have a set for single and dual AVCS now. So we cover both engine types now. We only had the single AVCS before, but now we have both. So what comes in the kit when you buy it from us is obviously you get 3 of the 3-piece timing cover here. And then you also get a bag of spacers and hardware for installation. We've got some gold heat reflective tape here from DEI on the bench, and I'm gonna explain what that's for here in a minute. So let me go ahead and get these unbagged and unboxed so you can see them and we can start installing them. All right guys, so I got these unboxed and all out of the bag. So now you can see how beautiful they really are. So you can see here, they are very clear and shiny. They look really good. They've got our logo on there that's laser etched in there. And one of the features that I want to point out about our cover is the center hole here is actually, if you can see this, it's machine flat. So the reason why that's machine flat is so that it will fit aftermarket dampers like this one. Typically you have to cut this on other branded covers to make the damper fit. Even the OEM cover needs to be cut. But our covers are provisioned already, so you can use stock pulley or aftermarket pulley, no problem, which is a really nice touch. The covers are very nice quality. I'm really happy with these. I have a set of these on my personal car. I have these on the Black Forester that have been on there for several years now, and they still look really good. And so the next thing I want to get to here is how to protect these covers and what these are designed for and what they shouldn't be used on. So these covers are not bulletproof when it comes to getting stained by hot liquids. Pretty much nothing is. Even the OEM covers will get stained when hot antifreeze sprays all over them from a head gasket failure or whatever happens. So the first thing that you need to understand is these covers they're not bulletproof when it comes to hot liquids getting sprayed on them, or fire or extremely hot conditions, as you can see with those covers. And those were the IAG covers that they used to make. Now, these covers, I'm going to tell you right now, they are not recommended for a car that is going to be, I don't recommend these for a daily driver really to replace an OEM cover. If you're looking for an OEM cover that is going to, be able to handle daily driving, getting rained on, fluids on, just the grind of everyday driving, the OEM cover is going to be the way to go. Now, what these covers are, in my opinion, best suited for would be a show car type car. So a car that's going to be in car shows a lot. You want it to look real good. Obviously, you want to see your timing components. It looks really cool when these are on the car, and they look beautiful. But in a show car, you're keeping close eye on the engine bay. You're keeping it wiped down. You're keeping it clean. You don't have fluids and oil spilling all over generally. So that's where these covers really shine, is on those. Now, we do use these in our race cars, but we do keep a close eye on them. And the main thing for the race car program, the reason why we like to use these, because we can see any problems that are going to happen before they happen. Typically, like, you can just look in your timing cover and say, oh, that timing pulley's broken or something's coming apart, and you can save it from becoming a big problem. Whereas the OEM covers, you can't see that. They're just black. You don't know what's going on in there. You just hope everything's good. So we do use them in the race cars, but I'm here to tell you these covers over time on a daily driver that's driven in the rain and the snow and the salt on the roads and all that, they will start to fade and they will get cloudy and the finish will be compromised. Not to say you can't do that, it will work, but don't expect them to stay looking this good forever in those applications. Now, the next thing I'm going to get to is this stuff. So I've got this reflective gold tape here, and I'm going to be doing that to this cover for a couple of reasons. Typically on a Subaru, the header sits right here, and depending on what header you use, if you're using a factory stock header, it's no problem. You're not going to have to worry about this gold tape or anything. The covers will be just fine because the stock header has heat shielding and everything on it to prevent these covers from getting really, really hot. Now on aftermarket setups, if you have like for example, an ETS header, an ETS rotated kit on the car with the ETS header, it sits really close to the bottom of this area of the cover right here, and it will melt this cover over time. So I recommend in those situations, you wrap the header with DEI titanium header wrap on the header right here, and then you do gold reflective tape on the first inch of the cover down here. That will prevent any issues from happening where it'll melt the cover from heat. That takes care of it. The parent header, I actually run that on my car currently. And I've run that on my car and it seems to be okay. I haven't had any major issues with heat on that header because it sits down a lot lower. As well as the Killer Bee header seems to work really well also for not having issues. But that being said, we're trying to be careful. So today I'm gonna put this on here and I'm gonna show you where I put it on and how it goes. And then I'm gonna install these covers on an actual car and show you how they install. So I'm gonna start putting this stuff on and then I'm gonna show you the end result here. All right, as you can see, I've got the gold tape on here, and this is the heat reflective tape. And this basically will help protect the covers from where the header runs really close right here to the bottom. And this is all you have to do. So basically just put a nice layer all the way around the bottom here, all the way down to this seam. And then try to get it as straight as you can across here just to make it look a little better. And this will protect the center cover, which is the most common problem, where the most header heat is usually concentrated on this particular header setup on this car. This is going to work really well. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going here, and I'm going to get these installed on the car and show you guys how these go on and how you put these on. All right, as you can see, we've got these prepped now. We put the OEM top and bottom gaskets on. They fit right on just like that. So now we're ready to put these on the car. All right, so we're putting the covers on the car. We've got all the sleeves laid out here that come in the kit. And this is going to be the left cover here that we're working on. You're going to take these sleeves and you're going to see here that they fit into this hole. See that? It slides right in there, drops flush. On these ones, you're going to do the outside sleeves from the outside. And on this one, you're going to do from the inside. So you'll see here, you just drop the sleeve in there. Pretty simple. You have to kind of make sure it doesn't fall out the back on that one. But I'll show you, this sleeve goes in from this side and it will stay in there like that. So basically what I do is I start with the inside sleeve here on the inside, and then we'll come over to the car. We'll carefully slide this on, line up the groove. It's kind of hard doing this one-handed here. Okay. Push the cover tight, and then that sleeve is inside there from the inside, and it's good to go. You can put a bolt in it. These ones on the outside, you can slide in from the outside. So we'll grab a couple of these sleeves here. You can see here, slide that one in, and then on the bottom, we slid that one in on the bottom. See that one. As you can see, I put gold tape on this outside cover too, because as you can see, the header is right there. So this is what keeps a thermal barrier on this particular header, will help save this cover and keep the cover from getting damaged. The parent header sits down a little ways, so it's not as serious as the ETS header. But if you have an ETS header or one of the other headers that comes up a lot closer to the cover, you will have to DEI titanium wrap the header 100% and use the gold tape, in my experience, to keep these covers looking good and not melting. So As you can see, they look really nice on there. I really like them. Now I'm gonna finish putting all the hardware in. I've already got the center cover on. I see all the hardware bolts are in. Stock bolts, they go right in. Looks really good. So I'm gonna put these other bolts in and then I'll show you the finished product. All right, so I'm underneath here. As you can see, this small spacer is gonna go in this hole right here. So you're gonna put that in and then you put the bolt in it, and that prevents the cover from cracking when you torque it down. So it's provided in the kit. So put that in there, just like that. Then we'll take a bolt, thread the bolts in. And there you go.